Communication, a seemingly simple word, encompasses a universe of complexities. It's the lifeblood of human interaction, the bridge that connects minds, and the cornerstone of societal progress. Scholars have grappled with its definition, offering diverse perspectives that highlight its multifaceted nature. One prominent definition comes from communication theorist Harold Lasswell, who famously framed communication as answering the question, who says what, in which channel, to whom, with what effect? This definition emphasizes the key elements involved in the communication process. Another influential definition is provided by George Gerbner, who described communication as social interaction through messages. Gerbner's definition underscores the social dimension of communication, highlighting its role in shaping relationships and society as a whole. These definitions, while distinct, converge on the fundamental idea that communication is about the exchange of meaning. It's a process where individuals or groups strive to share understanding, ideas, and information. Unraveling the roots. The etymology of communication. The word communication finds its roots in the Latin word communicare, meaning to share or to make common. This etymological origin sheds light on the core purpose of communication: to establish a common ground, a shared understanding between individuals. The act of making common implies a process of bridging differences, of finding commonalities that transcend individual perspectives. It suggests a collaborative effort where both sender and receiver actively participate in constructing meaning. Understanding the etymology of communication reminds us that effective communication requires empathy, a willingness to see the world from another's viewpoint, and a genuine desire to connect. Beyond words. Communication in its broadest sense. While we often associate communication with spoken or written language, it encompasses a far broader spectrum of human expression. From a subtle facial expression to a grand artistic masterpiece, communication manifests itself in myriad forms. Nonverbal cues, such as body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions, play a crucial role in conveying meaning. A smile can speak volumes, conveying warmth and approachability, while a furrowed brow might signal confusion or concern. Visual communication, through images, symbols, and art, provides another powerful avenue for sharing ideas and emotions. A photograph can capture a fleeting moment in time, evoking a range of feelings and memories. Even silence, often overlooked, can be a potent form of communication. A pause in conversation can create suspense, invite reflection, or simply signal respect for the other person's thoughts. The building blocks of communication, key elements, and models. To understand the complexities of communication, scholars have developed various models that break down the process into its key elements. One widely recognized model is the Shannon-Weaver model, which describes communication as a linear process involving 5 key components.
1. The sender, the originator of the message. 2. The encoder, the process of converting the message into a transmittable form such as spoken words or written text. 3. The channel, the medium through which the message is transmitted, like face-to-face conversation, telephone, or email. 4. The decoder, the process of interpreting the message by the receiver. And 5. The receiver, the recipient of the message.
While the Shannon-Weaver model provides a useful framework, it has been criticized for its linear nature, which fails to capture the dynamic and interactive nature of real-life communication. Other models, such as the transactional model, emphasize the simultaneous and reciprocal nature of communication, highlighting that both sender and receiver are active participants who influence each other. The sender initiates the communication process by formulating the message they wish to convey. This involves several steps, including, first, the sender identifies the thought, feeling, or information they want to share. Next, the sender translates their internal thoughts and feelings into a form that can be understood by the receiver. This might involve choosing specific words, tone of voice, or nonverbal cues. Finally, the sender selects an appropriate channel and transmits the message to the receiver. The sender's role requires careful consideration of the receiver's perspective, ensuring that the message is tailored to their understanding and background knowledge. The channel through which a message is transmitted plays a crucial role in shaping how it is received and interpreted. Different channels offer varying degrees of richness, immediacy, and permanence. Face-to-face communication, for example, allows for immediate feedback, nonverbal cues, and a personal connection that is often lacking in written communication. However, written communication offers the advantage of permanence, allowing messages to be revisited and analyzed over time. The digital age has ushered in a plethora of new communication channels, from email and instant messaging to social media platforms and video conferencing. Each channel comes with its own set of advantages and limitations, and choosing the right channel for the message is essential for effective communication. The receiver's role in communication is equally crucial as the sender's. It involves actively listening to or reading the message, decoding its meaning, and providing feedback. Effective listening goes beyond simply hearing the words spoken. It requires paying attention to nonverbal cues, asking clarifying questions, and making an effort to understand the message from the sender's perspective. The receiver's background knowledge, experiences, and cultural background can all influence how they interpret the message. Misunderstandings can arise when sender and receiver have different interpretations of the same words or gestures. Feedback is the essential ingredient that transforms communication from a one-way transmission into a dynamic and collaborative process. It allows the sender to gauge whether their message has been understood as intended and provides an opportunity for clarification or further elaboration. Feedback can be verbal, non-verbal, or written. It can range from a simple nod of understanding to a detailed critique of a written report. Effective feedback is timely, specific, and constructive, focusing on the message rather than the person delivering it. By closing the communication loop, feedback fosters mutual understanding, strengthens relationships, and enhances the overall effectiveness of communication. Effective communication is the cornerstone of successful relationships, both personal and professional. It enables us to build trust, resolve conflicts, and work collaboratively towards common goals. In the workplace, effective communication is essential for productivity, innovation, and employee morale. Clear and concise communication ensures that everyone is on the same page, while open and honest dialogue fosters a culture of trust and respect. In our personal lives, effective communication is the key to building strong and meaningful relationships. It allows us to express our thoughts and feelings, understand each other's perspectives, and navigate the inevitable challenges that arise in any relationship. Miscommunication, the unwelcome shadow of effective communication, can lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, and missed opportunities. It occurs when the intended meaning of the message is not accurately conveyed or interpreted. Several factors can contribute to miscommunication, including language barriers, differences in language proficiency, or cultural interpretations of words and phrases, jargon and technical language, using specialized terminology that is unfamiliar to the receiver, assumptions and biases, making assumptions about the receiver's knowledge or perspective without verifying, emotional barriers. Strong emotions, such as anger or fear, can cloud judgment and hinder effective communication. Recognizing the potential pitfalls of miscommunication is crucial for mitigating its negative effects. By being mindful of our own communication style, actively listening to others, and seeking clarification when needed, we can minimize misunderstandings and promote clear and effective communication.